Hey, hi, good afternoon, good evening, Katerina. How are you today?
I'm fine, Nuzama. How are you today? Good evening, good afternoon, good day. How are you doing?
Thank you very much. I am tired. Since morning, I was busy with a lot of stuff, and I apologize that I had to reschedule our call to late evening hours because I had to finish a couple of meetings. And here we go, live today. And as we discussed earlier, our topic today is supply chain disruption currently happening um, uh, in Middle East, in Europe, in Russia, due to the conflict going on. And of course, as you know, we both agreed that um, everyone knows the prices are going up. I need you to get to know from you that how it is impacting life at your side. So, people who don't know Katarina, she is expert in global logistics supply chain. She knows the pharma logistics very much. She is having a lot of experience. She has done the TED Talk. She communicated with people globally. I mean, if you go look into her profile, you will be amazed to see her, how capable she is. And right now, Katerina, first of all, thank you very much. So right now, she is with me live from Germany. Thank you very much, Katerina, to come on stage with me. So, uh, Katerina, I would like to know more about you, of course, and then we'll go to our usual questions.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Uzama, for inviting me on your call, on your live stream, and it's very pleased to me to be on live today. And yes, my location is Germany, Hamburg, and I'm very pleased to represent myself. Also, I'm a global expert, and I'm very very skilled enough in logistics, in pharma logistics, and sea and air freight logistics also, and also I have a good experience in logistics all over the world, and also I'm a global speaker, and I'm attending so many conferences, and I'm giving webinars for many universities, for Transport University in Ukraine also. And also I will share my thoughts, I will share my experience here with the audience, with you, and I'm very pleased to be on, and I'm ready to answer to your questions if you have some.
Thank you very much, Katerina. So, Katerina, tell me something. Currently, what is happening where you are living right now? Are you facing a higher in prices of logistics, prices of the grocery items, pricing rise in the fuel? Are you guys facing this?
Of course, we are living. We are doing logistics, and we can't avoid the increasing of prices. We can't avoid the increases of fuel in Europe and also in Ukraine. I'm Ukrainian, first of all, and it is increased all over the world, and also in Europe, and also in sea rates, freight rates, and we faced with this so much.
What really happens? So
Zaman.
when this kind of what really happened when this kind of conflict happens in any region? So be it Ukraine, be it Middle East, in my world, what do you see? What do you forecast? Do you think these prices will be keep rising, or do you see the prices will go down if the war gets stops? What do you see currently? What is happening in the market?
From our experience in Ukraine, as I can see from the sea lines, we faced with increasing of prices for 20 feet and 40 feet of containers, and they increased so much. And it was the first period of time when the war happened in Ukraine also. And as I can see, it's the same price for fuel was increased in Ukraine also, and also the net price increased for consumer goods in Ukraine also. After we are living in this world more than 4 years, and we can see that prices are dropping down a little bit, but sometimes they are raising up and raising down. It because of fuel for air freight and also GRI, as we say, for sea logistics. But they drop down, and we can see that. And probably when the conflicts will be over, the prices maybe will be the same, but the currency increased and decreased for both sides. And in Ukraine, for example, as we are saying, the prices increased for trucks delivery and also for sea deliveries also, and they increased, and also for landline.
Are you so
At least
you gave me a reference? Yeah. So you gave me a reference of Ukraine. What about the Germany and European side right now? Are you
this.
also facing the same?
Yeah, it's the same. It's not only it's not an impact for Ukraine only, and it's also for Europe. And also the petrol increased in Europe. It was huge increased. And if you are a driver, you will face with this question. We faced with this question next day when the conflict in the Middle East happened. So everybody can feel it on itself.
True. So similarly, like exactly like you mentioned about Ukraine and Europe, we also face the same in the Middle East, like Dubai and Abu Dhabi and Saudi Arabia. The prices has gone up. The shipping line has applied the surcharges. They are trying to avoid the conflictable routes like Strait of Hormuz and all. So the transit time has increased massively. So just to give example, if before, I mean, 1 month before, if the shipment used to go from Dubai to USA, maybe New York, in
Mhm.
45 days or 50 days, now this is like 90 days. And moreover, most of the ports, the shipping ports are disrupted, so the sea liners are not even accepting the cargo. Not always. I mean, yeah, they are, but not always, because of of course, the war situation. Because Strait of Hormuz is still closed, not very much active. So they had to find other route, maybe a Red Sea route to take a cargo and go. So in Ukraine, it happened few couple of years back. Uh, we are facing the heat. We are feeling the heat right now. So I wanted to know from you, when it happened, okay, in your part of the world, when it happened, how logistics people or supply chain people reacted to that, how they adopt the sudden changes in the sector. How difficult was that to convince customers that yes, there is a problem going on, the prices are high? So I wanted to know more about this sector. So it is a lesson for us how we convey the message to customer on the high rise on the prices or the longer transit time, or maybe not accepting the cargo.
First of all, we couldn't predict this time. First of all, we couldn't predict from our side. So when it happened, and we were expecting for goods in our seaports, in our airports, we informed our clients that it could be delay for our clients, and also they probably will have some more additional expenses from their sides. So we were informing our clients, and that is our main idea. And we need to inform clients, and it's force majeure, and we can't predict before, as you know. Uzama.
So the key is as you mentioned, to keep the customer informed on any updates we receive. So we have to pass the information to the customers, right?
Yes, we have to pass any information, because when the seaport Odessa, and we have so many ports in Odessa, and in Odessa, in Black Sea. So
Mm,
we have to rebuild the routine, and we had
mm,
to unload all our containers in Constanta. It's
mm,
Romania and Bulgaria, and Constanta is a small port. Bulgaria is also a small port, and we have to rebuild all our routes, and it cost additional expenses for our customers. Of course, they did not take an account any expenses before, and it was a course, and we informed our clients, and it would be better, because we were expecting for containers in our seaports. Also, regarding our air freight logistics. Okay, we had to export and import our goods as soon as possible. So we shouldn't use only one mode of logistics. We had to create the multimodal logistics way, and to use
mm.
tracks, railway logistics, and also to use the air freight logistics. If the good is very expensive, yes, we can use the nearest port in the other countries, and just send all our goods. If the good is very cheap, yes, we need to find a solution for cheap goods, and provide our customer. But anyhow, it depends on the quality of the export of the logistics manager who is working with a customer. But before doing something, we have to think, and also to provide a feedback to our customer and to all our clients. And you, what
Got
are
it.
you doing
I
now?
got it. So this is same thing. So if we have air freight, of course the prices are almost double. But clients are in hurry to transport the goods, so they are using the air freight more. And as you know, the UAE is a hub of three major airlines. And if you talk about, I mean, I'm sharing my screen. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yeah, yeah, I can see. Thank you.
Okay.
Very
So,
clear.
so there are two big airlines in UAE, Etihad and Emirates. Then there is one big airline, the Airways in Qatar. So there are three, and then Saudi Airlines also there in Riyadh. So there are three to four major airlines available, which connects the world, which connects the west to the east, south to the north. So flights are, of course, still operational. The flights are operational, but yes, we are facing delays. They are accepting the cargo from all over the world, but prices are not stable, as you rightly mentioned.
Yes.
So we are conveying the messages. For example, I am conveying to all my clients because I'm doing private consultancy work. So I give updates daily to my clients so they can choose the best route available. And believe me, clients are ready to pay. I mean, since you can really relate to that, you are expert in pharma logistics. You know the how difficult and how the valuable the cargo belongs to pharma. So clients are ready to pay the money. But it's our duty as a logistics provider or consultant to give the right updates to the client. And this is what I am doing. This is what my colleagues are doing. And if you notice the screen here, you know what is happening right now in our part of the world. So there is a conflict between Iran and other, the countries and US and Israel. They're fighting, but due to the conflict, this part, what we call Strait of Hormuz, this
Mm-hmm.
is partially blocked. Okay, not all the vessels are easily passing here. So whatever has been loaded in from Kuwait, from Bahrain, from Qatar, from UAE, it is getting stuck in somewhere here in this part of
Yeah.
the world. Okay, so this is why the sea freight is not 100% moving. I was checking the the website which shows the volume getting moved from this port. So it is only 5%. So at the moment, this Strait of Hormuz is operational like 5%. Remaining 95% of the cargo is stuck until today. I don't know what happens tomorrow. Yeah, the good thing, Oman apparently is on the other side of the sea. So there are still some cargo getting moved from ports of Oman, but partially, not all the cargo. So because these all countries, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, Oman, they are, and Saudi Arabia, they are part of GCC. Okay, so they are connected. So right now, Oman is able to accept the cargo from his ports or airports and then getting trucked to UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia. So road network is getting strong and strong, and people are relying a lot on road network. Same like Europe. Like we can bring the cargo in one part of the Europe and then dispatch to other countries connected to the Europe. So GCC is getting strong in the road network right now. So, Katerina, what
Yes.
advice you want to give to logistics and supply chain people? Because yes, there is tension, right? There is tension. People are afraid because the war can go long and prolong in this region, and you guys are still facing that after 2 years. So, what advice you want to give to the people living in this part of the world? If God forbid, God forbid, God forbid, it prolong more. They are worried
Uh,
about jobs. They are worried about their skill set. They're worried about families. They're worried about the businesses. So, what do you want to suggest or recommend?
I can suggest only regarding logistics. And as I mentioned before, when we start our stream, we shouldn't use only one type of logistics. One type of logistics doesn't work anymore. As we see, we have to increase and we have to create local hubs and with local countries and in local countries with the board. First of all, small, big, because we shouldn't back and forwards to, for example, to Ukraine, to Bahrain, or to other country. If we have a hub and we are collecting goods, and we can distribute very quickly to any different countries if we are using and talking about air freight logistics. For example, we have to load more landline logistics and also railway logistics we are using. I know that the Middle East is using the pipeline logistics, and it is becoming more and more popular for gas and oil. Also, we know this, and that is why for your countries, guys, I guess it would be better to use the local. Local small ships and also trucks and air freights, sea freight also, and to compare all kind of logistics and calculate. Maybe it would be cheaper for your client, for example, to make a multimodal logistics internally of several countries, as we are doing with Poland and Ukraine, because we are delivering to Polish seaports like Gdynia and Gdansk, and also we are reloading or we are putting containers on the loan vehicle and delivering to Ukraine and returning back. But we have to give a big deposit for this container. If you want to avoid this deposit, you have to reload from container to truck. So I guess the world will start to arrange more and more hubs in different countries nearby with your local country, and to use to mix logistics also, and also to use digitals, also the tracking device, because tracking devices are very important, and you can track your goods in real time. It's very important for dangerous goods. It's very important for very expensive goods, I think, and also for air. If you are using air, and I've seen you delivered very expensive car, and I think it would be very useful to use the tracking logger. Yes, it's a real time. You are just putting several loggers, and you are tracking in real time where is your car, where is your goods, because your client is paying. Your client is not paying for this logger. Your client is paying for this expensive car. So that's my
Amazing, Katrina. You are on spot on. I mean, this is
thank
the
you.
same which we think, yeah, because that we have to adopt multimodal logistics. I mean, I know so many people who just know. I mean, the message is to the young colleagues who are in one particular field, for example, in sea freight, they must and start learning the air freight and road freight. They must learn little bit how multimodal logistics work. They must learn how customs work, so they can they should not worry about the jobs. If they know they have enough knowledge and experience, they should not worry about job. The one thing is good, the logistics and the supply chain is same around the world.
Yeah.
If I can work in Dubai, I can work in Ukraine, I can work in Germany, I can work in USA, I can work in Pakistan, India, wherever I am, I can work. But the knowledge and skill must have. We must has all the abilities to perform wherever we are. And you rightly mentioned about high value goods. I mean, I was not even thinking about it. Yeah, people must use the tracker for high value and expensive and the significant cargo. They should like it's like a additional insurance to the cargo. I mean, we do
Yeah.
insure the cargo. Yeah, people pay sometime 1%, 2% of the value of the goods for insurance. But if they have the ability to get the live tracker, it is going to be amazing. They will not able to rely on airline or shipping lines to get the tracking on. They can directly open the website and get to know where the cargo is exactly located. So no one can lie to to them, right?
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Uh, Amazing, Katrina. I mean, I'm really surprised and I'm really amazed to know and get to know your knowledge, your expertise, and anything at the end before we close you want to say about to the people, who wants to grow in the career, and second, how they can contact you. I mean, of course, I will mention your, the login, the user ID details and everything, but how they can contact you? Can they directly message you and will you able to have a time to respond to them?
Yes, they can contact me through their LinkedIn, and I will answer them with my pleasure. And if they need my support, I am open to communicate with any people. It's in any convenient time when I'm free. I will text them a short message, or they can text me a message or something like this. They need my help or support. They can search me in LinkedIn. And if people want to grow up, they can search you also, because you are also a big and good expert in this sphere. And also we can arrange webinars or some courses. But people shouldn't be afraid to start new positions, new roles, and they have to learn about this fear, and to not to be a fear to be online, not to be a fear to ask something they do not know. We can't know everything. We are here to learn from any different situations we have in our lives. So everything is possible if you want to do anything.
Great, Katrina. It's a nice meeting you on live,
Thank you.
and we're gonna have another session soon. And take care. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you, Zema. Thank you so much for invitation, and